Crazy to think that it all comes from something just like this, huh? All right, we made a video saying that we were done gardening for the rest of the year, but it's more like we were done harvesting for the rest of the year because we still have just a little bit of garden prep to do today. We gotta finish covering all these spots that we want to garden next year with our leaves so they compost in over the winter time and so that we're ready to go for the spring. Love it. There's something that's just so nice about coming out here in those mornings and dealing with the animals. All right though, so for the garden. You guys may have seen in a previous video, this is our really big in-ground gardening that we're gonna do next year. We haven't done that before. This is something that we've been prepping here these last few months so that it's ready to go, so we have it for spring. So we came out here, we raked a lot of leaves and threw quite a bit down, as you can see, but we still wanna get a few more on top of here. And that'll help compost that area so that it's really good soil that we can grow into it coming in the spring. And then also this garden bed right here, we grew our garlic in because our garlic's in here. This is something that I think around June, July we can harvest. But we're gonna throw a whole bunch of leaves down on here, cover it up so that it's ready to go also. And that's the big plan for today. We gotta get this gardening prep done. Couldn't ask for much better weather here to start November off. We've had 3 straight days of sunny and in the 70s. I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, so we gotta take advantage of it and come out here and get these things done now. If you guys remember, we came out here probably about 2 weeks ago working on all these leaves, trying to cover this. The whole plan was to try to get all this done at that point. Unfortunately, that was the time that our little guy Theo, who's just over 1 year old, cut his finger, got stitches. We had to go to the hospital. We haven't been back at it, but now we're back and it's time to get it done. It's crazy when you just think about leaves and how great they are for composting. If you think about it, these are things that have fell off our trees that are known as dead, that most people bag up, they give to landfills and stuff like that to fill up and just produce waste, when what they could be doing is using them back for their own soil or own gardens that they have. Because most of the nutrients and minerals that trees have end up in the leaves. And that's why they're so great to put back into any kind of garden space or any kind of space that you're trying to improve soil in. Those minerals and nutrients go into that and then help other great things like worms that take that dead stuff and turn it into great nutrients for your soil. If I was a kid, this looks like a lot of fun here, doesn't it? It's just one big, huge leaf pile to run through, crunch in. I know that I'd be loving it. So that is all ready to go. This is ready for a big tarp to cover it so that they can start composting for us for spring. Chelsea and Theo helped get all the leaves here. They raked them all up. We throw it on top of this garden bed. This is where our garlic is. So because we have it in there, we'll probably fill these other 2 beds, do the same thing. Why not do it to every area that we're trying to heal that soil and get it ready for more growing next year? All right, we got the whole entire thing tarped. It's a 20 by 40 foot tarp. So that's gonna be a big in-ground garden area that we are super ecstatic about. I can't wait till Chelsea comes out here and takes a look at that because I don't think we could tell how big it was, but putting that tarp over it really puts it into perspective for how much we may grow there next season. And now it's just kind of turned into a fun thing for the girls to play on. They were running around exploring it. The dogs were exploring it, and then they ended up turning it up a little bit of a notch, and they turned it into one big wrestling ring as they fought on top of it. We'll have to get some stuff to weigh that down, but I ain't too worried about it right now. We have a few things on it. So what do you think?
I think it's really big. Oh, jeez.
Are you spilling food on the new tarp? Uh-oh. So do you think we're gonna grow a lot of food in this?
Yeah, there's last space. Which makes me think I need to go buy more seeds.
We have a lot of seeds.
We do, but maybe a little bit more.
Gardening never stops. People heard of chicken math, where once you get chickens, you start getting more chickens. I feel like there has to be garden math out there, that as soon as you start a garden, you just want to keep growing your garden every single year and get it bigger and bigger. Is garden math the true thing? Comment below if it is for you, because Chelsea definitely has garden math. Theo, did you pick up your mess? What are you doing? Are you stepping on it? All right, garden math going strong right now. We were just sitting here talking. So you can see this is where our old garden was. We have about 4 or 5 raised garden beds. We had a few grow bags. We had a green stalk planter. Nothing in the ground except for we did some watermelons, and if you guys remember, that didn't really work out for us, so nothing really in the ground. We're discussing here, this is where our picnic table was, kind of like in our little garden area, as a little setup. But we'll probably move that to somewhere else. We're gonna put 3 more garden beds kind of lined up with those ones. We'll have 3 more raised garden beds. Chelsea wants 1 more here. What are you doing? So we have these 2 square ones, which has our arch for the cucumbers. And Chelsea wants 1 more square one here with 1 more arch to kind of have a walkway into the in-ground gardening area. Does that sound right?
I think so. Maybe 1 more arch, like for the entrance to the garden.
And 1 more arch. Remember, gardening, 1 more bed, 1 more area, 1 more arch, and then next year 2 more, and then next year 5 more, and that's garden math. Here's one of our last harvest things here. We have some carrots that you can see that we did a lot of carrots inside those grow bags, and here they are. You could floss your teeth with them. I probably should have washed them before I did that. The pigs haven't eaten really. Ah, he's following me. What do you want? Oh, are you okay? All right. Oh, you have a leaf on your head. We'll give some carrots to the piggies. I said it's like carrot flavored dental floss. Let's give some to the chickens as well. We actually owe a lot of credit here to our piggies. Yeah, pigs, I'm talking about you. To have that in-ground gardening area even. Here you go. We moved them to that area so that they would till up that whole ground, so they did all that hard work. Their manure is gonna add just compost and help that soil that's in that area. And that allowed us to pave the way to be able to do that. So we are super thankful for them. And that's how you use your resources and your animals to help benefit your whole entire homestead. Chickens, good night. See you in the morning. They go to bed so dang early. If you do want to know why we don't just use the automatic coop, is we like opening up the big door for most of the day for them because it allows the air to keep circulating throughout the coop. I do have to make some kind of like opening here or put some cloth wiring and cut a spot to allow some more air to pass through at the moment. We do have 1 window here on the side, but I want there to be air traveling throughout. So the automatic coop door will be one of those things like when we have to go somewhere or be gone for about a day, 2 days, that we have that option at least. While we're still around, it's not the end of the world to come out here and just close the door. Hopefully for the chickens' sake, we can grow some good chicken food in this area for them as well. We want to be able to not only provide for us, we want to be able to provide for all the animals that we have here on the homestead as well. The whole big purpose of, I feel like, homesteading is being as self-sufficient as you possibly can. So if we can grow things for the pigs and for the chickens and for us to really benefit out of that garden, that's how you win, right? The animals help prep the garden area and fertilize it, and then hopefully the garden gives back to them. I just wanted to show you guys that don't discount all these dead leaves that are falling right now. This is the time. Collect them all if you want to put them in a bag, but then dump that bag into an area where you want to improve that soil or where you want to prep your garden for spring. Right now, before winter hits, is the time to prep your garden for spring. You don't want to do that right before you're supposed to start gardening. Do it now while you have the time. You're not really doing much for the garden anyways, so just do this small step. All right, we're gonna enjoy a nice little family fire night out here. So you guys have a great day and a better tomorrow, and see you in the next one.